Good morning, Shuprabhat, Namaskar. Respected Director General Dr. Nalathambi Kalaiselvi, Madam, Professor Kamini Chattopadhyay, National Science Chair, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, our honored former directors and esteemed retired colleagues, all online attendees, CGCRI scientists, CSIR directors, technical workforce, administrative staff, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the entire CGCRI community and on my personal behalf, I welcome all of you to this temple of ceramics and glass in this country. 75 years is a milestone of immense pride. It carries the memories of a remarkable journey and the promise of a brighter future. As CSIR-Central Glass and Ceramic Research Institute celebrates this historic occasion, is not merely the commemoration of time elapsed, but a tribute to the resilience, creativity, and dedication that have shaped the Institute's identity. From its inception in 1950 to its present stature as a global leader in glass and ceramic research, CGCRI has stood as an unwavering partner in India's scientific and technological progress. Founded during the formative years of the nation, CGCRI was entrusted with a visionary mission to develop indigenous capabilities in glass and ceramic technologies. These materials, though often visible to the eye, form the backbone of the modern society. In its early decades, the Institute has concentrated on refractories, optical glasses, and structural ceramics, laying the foundation for India's industrial growth. With time, as the nation's priorities evolved, and so too did CGCRI, turning its expertise to defense readiness, healthcare, sustainable energy, digital transformation, and now the great aspiration of Viksit Bharat at 2047. Over the last 7 decades, CSIR-CGCRI has received significant support and guidance from the successive presidents of CSIR, that is our past Prime Ministers of India, the past Science and Technology Ministers, the past Director Generals of CSIR, and the chairpersons, as well as members of the Research Council. In recent times, we have been very fortunate and truly grateful to the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, President of CSIR, and Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh ji, and Vice President of CSIR, and our present Director General, Dr. N. Kalaiselvi, Secretary DSIR. Vanakkam, Madam. At this solemn moment of our Platinum Jubilee, I bow in respect to our past directors and former distinguished colleagues of CGCRI. Your pioneering vision, tireless dedication, and leadership built the very foundation of which we proudly stand today. I sincerely seek your continued guidance as we embark on the next leg of our journey. Now let me show you very quickly a few slides I'll walk through that what we have done in Platinum Jubilee and what we promised before the nation as the nation will celebrate Viksit Bharat in 2047. So if you look at that science, technology, and innovation in India, it has really evolved from the very early age of self-reliance in 1950 to 70, when this great institute was established, going through technology-driven science and technology. Then 1990 to 2010, that's IP generation, intellectual property generation, global competition. And then we are now in a decade, 2010 onwards, that is where India aspires to lead the total world in terms of the science and technology leadership. And interdisciplinary research, by breaking the silos of the individual disciplines, actually has been emphasized in Anushandhan National Research Foundation policies as well. Now, many retired employees, you would see that there are 8 R&D divisions. After I joined, we have created one particular division called Multi-Scale Microstructure and Mechanics of Materials by merging 2 support groups here. So CSIR-CGCRI is like a large banyan tree with number of branches, but currently it has 9 major branches representing 9 vibrant science and technology divisions. It has currently 319 full-time employees, 87 scientists, including 21 women scientists that we have. And as all of you know, it has core competency in traditional to technologically challenges applications. Now, what I said the mission after I joined here is that to position CSIR-CGCRI as a world-leading institute in ceramics, glass, and advanced materials while accelerating innovation in transformative technologies to deliver positive economic and societal impact for India. So according to me, the vision of this institute should be guided by this idea, where I stands for inspiring, D stands for delivering to the nation, E stands for engaging with the key stakeholders, and A is the administration, which is rationally regulated facilitation, ensuring efficient, transparent, and excellence-driven administration. This is my thought, and all of you would agree with me that great institutions of research and development are built on three things. First one, impactful ideas. Second one, talented and dedicated manpower or human resources. And third one is that safe and state-of-the-art research infrastructure. Now, I'll slowly going through this. What CGCRI was known today is only this. This is what we have been working in TRL 327, that is Technology Readiness 327. I am just showing you some of the signature technologies from different divisions, but this particular occasion, we also promised to the nation that we will be initiating some new research programs, R&D research programs, and some of which I have listed below, listed on the right-hand side. That is semiconductor technology, quantum materials, green hydrogen technology, artificial and machine learning mediated, accelerated discovery of ceramics and glass, medical devices, technology for strategic sectors, technology absorption of sensors. We have developed many sensors, but the technology has not been transferred to the industry. I would like to make sure that those transfer will take place, and also some new class of materials, that high entropy ceramics, that our scientists have started working on. Now, in terms of delivering to the nation, this is the most recent tech transfer that has happened. That is under the Waste to Wealth mission, when Dr. Ashish Mondal and colleagues, they have transferred this technology to Messrs. Sunbright Ceramics in Morbi in Gujarat, and this particular technology is useful for the refractories of the outer shell of a furnace. And then it can be extended to many other applications. Now, this has been already demonstrated in large gas-fired roller furnace at Morbi as well. This is the radom. Madam, you are very much aware of this radom work in our field in CGCRI, and this started quite long time ago, and when Dr. Mulidharan was also here as director. Now our target is to make the highest length of these radoms, very large structure radoms, and also going forward we would like to have these functionally gated materials, like one side would be reaction bonded silicon nitride, whereas the inner side should be the fused silica. But that is something, the R&D activities we would like to do, and then we'd like to make sure that strength reliability has been ensured, that good 3D microstructure, defect-free 3D microstructure, and also EM compliance should be achieved. Going forward, in the semiconductor materials, as you know that India has declared this India Semiconductor Mission. Now, under this program, we'd like to focus on two important materials. One is the reaction bonded silicon carbide, and another one is aluminum nitride as the thin substrate. We have already started talking to CMET Hyderabad, their director, who is now becoming the Director General of CMET, and also Bukhanwala Industries Private Limited will be one of our industry partners. Now, technology absorption, as I said a few minutes ago, that in the sensors and so on. So if you see, there is the two classes or two application areas we are targeting. One for automobile industries, where we have developed sensor for moisture sensor for transformer, even NOx sensor for harsh environment and so on. Another class of application areas of food industry, where our scientists have developed breath analyzer for screening diabetic patients, portable sensor for neurodiagnostics application, or ammonia sensor at low temperature. Quantum technologies, again, would like to align our activities with the National Quantum Mission activities. So one of the just illustrative example I'm showing here, this is essentially for the single electron transistor for the quantum biosensor applications. We have 3 clean rooms. We'd like to refurbish to make it 10,000 class clean room or 1,000 class clean room, so that this quantum technology can be pursued in near future by CGCRI scientists. Now, coming to the energy. Now, energy is one of the major vertical that we are pursuing, and there are two classes of energy-related applications. One is that SOFC, solid oxide fuel cells, and solid oxide electrolyzer cells. I've just shown the progress path in the solid oxide fuel cells. We are aspiring to develop this 10 kilowatt prototype, whereas by 2030 and so on, that we would like to develop for the solid oxide electrolyzer cells up to 32 kilowatt. And also we have been working on the single solid-state batteries as well as also photoelectrocatalysis for solar fuel production, which is at the more in the R&D stage now. Now we are starting slowly the upscaling or scaling up of the semiconductor photocatalysis for hydrogen, methane, and then ammonia generations. And this is our target by the end of 2030. The prototype will be built, and then this technology will be transferred to the industry. Glass is one of the major strength of this institute, and then our institute is very close to Department of Atomic Energy for our research on the glass materials. Now this is something new that I'm going to show you, is that germanium, antimony, and selenium chalcogenide glasses. This is arsenic-free chalcogenide glasses. As you see in this slide, it has gone through the scaling up process. Now we have the ability to cast these materials at 80 millimeter in diameter and 25 millimeter thickness. Joint patent has been filed by DRDO, and TOT agreement is almost getting signed with Prism Johnson, one of our industry partners. Space quality optical glasses. So one of the two major aspects that ISRO scientists want or demand, that it should have a refractive index, we should match in the 4 decimal point, and it should also have a compositional homogeneity, which should be of the order of 10 to the power minus 6 order. Now these two factors are by no means very easy to achieve, and our scientists have put significant efforts to develop these optical glasses. As you can see, that we mostly use the induction melting facility, and then we have supplied the glass blocks to ISRO for independent testing, and we could achieve more than 10 to the minus 5 homogeneity level, whereas refractive index has been achieved up to 4 decimal point of accuracy. Coming to the laser program, this is also another ambitious program of the DRDO for the futuristic directed energy weapon. And here CGCRI aspires to develop 2 kilowatt laser, subsequently 5 kilowatt, and then thereafter 10 kilowatt in a stage-wise manner. And this particular laser activity also has attracted the attention of the industry. Recently, we have filed a joint development agreement with L&T Precision Engineering, and they are giving 75 lakhs for our 2 kilowatt laser program. Going forward, we also want to expand our facilities in the National Instrument Center, which is other side of the road, and there we have already talked to the DRDO, and they are willing to give us the space to establish the clean room facilities where we'll develop this technology, prototype, and transfer to the industries. Another flagship program is the CMAS, that is Center for Innovation of Manufacturing of Sensors and IoT-enabled devices. And this is a multi-institutional program. As you can see, it is currently supported by MeitY, Ministry of Electronics and Telecommunication. We recently have a review of the Governor Council that we have selected few sensors where we will be now engaging with the industries so that the sensors will be deployed for either for structural health monitoring applications or for railway or seismic and geophysical and intelligent mining. For example, Simfa Dhanbad is one of our partners in this particular center. We also published a national strategy paper as per the mandate of this, as per the mandate of MeitY, and which is just published in Proceedings of Indian National Academy of Engineering. We are closely engaging in a stage-wise manner with WEBL, that is that West Bengal government's arm of this MeitY, and Dr. Samir Kamath has laid the foundation stone of our CMS building, which is expected to come sometimes next year in 2026. Right. So, Dr. Kalai Selvi visited our Khurja center. After taking over charge as director, I have put significant attention to 2 of our outreach centers, that is Khurja Naroda Center also. I have been regularly visiting them, and DG Madam has mentioned few points which we have already taken action on. That one is that this center must have enabled accreditation, then Center for Excellence and Advanced Potteries, that is coming up, and 3D printed ceramics and pottery. While visiting IIT Kanpur, one of the former institutions, 2 of my colleagues have started this Roji Shiksha Kendra, that is Ranjit Singh Roji Shiksha Kendra at IIT Kanpur, which is a design center pottery. So my vision is to connect with this IIT Kanpur, this Roji Shiksha Kendra, with the Khurja Center so that they get a lot of help from the design to actual applications. This is the moment that when CSIR Innovation Center in Mumbai was inaugurated, and then we also have a presence there, that is CGCRI Innovation Center. We have signed five new MOUs with different startups, and also moving forward, we would like to refurbish this Tagore Center, which we have discussed, and this will be CSIR Innovation Center Mumbai's outreach center in Calcutta. We are currently refurbishing this particular area, which was in a dilapidated condition for quite a few years. Apart from research and technology transfer, we have signed MOU with some of the leading institutions in the country, and some of them, IIT Kharagpur, we are going to sign on 28th of August. IIT Patna, we are going to sign in soon. We have already signed MOU with IIT BHU Varanasi in the ceramic engineering department, which is celebrating their 100 years of their glorious existence. Inspiring next generation, we have organized many events, but I'm not going to show you all the events in the interest of time. I'm just showing you few of them, like one day as a scientist week, where Dr. Shiv Kumar, CEO of ANRF, was here, and then he also delivered the address for the school students. This is the summer science camp. This was held in Howrah, and in these kind of activities, what I have started, that rather than going to individual school, what I have started with a district level science camp. So in the individual district where 4 or 5 schools will come, and then according to me, it will have a much larger impact than going to individual schools, so that more than 200, 300 students can come and listen to us and also see all the science experiments. This is the third one, is the summer science camp in Calcutta region. In the Platinum Jubilee, we have to always start with something new, so we have been actually sponsoring some of the summer interns, but this time I took a major initiative to invite at least 10 Platinum Jubilee summer interns from different colleges which offered ceramic engineering BTech degree, and out of this 9, 6 of them came from Anna University in Alagappa College, and they had a wonderful time, and then our scientists have mentored them, and then as you see that they are very impressed with our CGCRI facilities, and according to me, they are the future torch bearers of the ceramics and glass community. So we have a moral obligation to inspire them, and that was the reason I have taken this special initiative. Engaging with key stakeholders through Platinum Jubilee celebrations. Now this is a slide, as you can see, the galaxy of speakers, all of us are aware of many of them, and in this particular case, what you see here, the last row of visitors, they spent at least 3 working days. So it is not like giving lectures and leaving CGCRI, and they engage themselves with all the young scientists, mid-career scientists and so on, engage themselves with the PhD students of this great institute, and then that has a large impact. And you can see many of them are very emerging researchers. They are not extremely very, very senior professors of the IIT system. National Science Day lecture was given by Professor Balram, and National Technology Day by Mrs. Nigar Saji. So our Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh, inaugurated the International Congress on Glass. This is for the second time CGCRI is organizing this, and this International Congress on Glass was held for the second time in India, and it was a mammoth success, and there are several delegates who came from also abroad, and we had the 3-day large very significant. Another conference that we have organized in emerging trends in advanced materials, here also a number of speakers from IITs and ISC Bangalore, they came and delivered the talk, as well as from the industries as well. We have been patronizing 2 major society. One is the Indian Ceramic Society, and also Indian Institute of Ceramics, which just celebrated their Golden Jubilee also. And you can see that more than 200 delegates have attended this Indian Institute of Ceramics program very recently at CGCRI. So we continue to engage with more industries. Now when Professor Balram and speakers of that stature came here, they particularly interacted with the young scientists and mid-career scientists, and some of the probing questions that they really enjoyed to discuss with them include blue sky research versus technology-driven research, filing a patent versus publishing a high-impact paper, and so on. And they are indeed engaged, and you can see that how young scientists are very happy in interacting with some of the scientific stalwarts. We have 3 business conclaves. The first one is the very large industries like Tata Steel or QME, that kind of industries. But we have also another business conclave which is only for MSMEs and startups. A number of companies they visited, and we had a very fruitful panel discussion with them. It was not like a typical research seminar type of talks, but it is more like a panel discussion in a very focused area. Professor Basu, former director of IIMT, was there. So as you see this impact of Platinum Jubilee celebrations, you can see the S&T leaders, large number of them, industry leaders also equally important to us, 3 secretaries, either present or former secretaries, and business conclaves that we have organized 3. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to each employee of this CSIR-CGCRI for their tremendous contributions to the grand success of this Platinum Jubilee celebration. Please give a big round of applause for them. Administration towards excellence. I completely believe in open and transparent administration. So therefore, I started with a town hall that is for the first time in CSIR. Every quarter, I address all the employees of CSIR-CGCRI. I apprise them what are the major initiatives that I'm going to take, what is the present status of the different initiatives that my predecessors have taken, and what are the major status of some of the flagship projects and programs that this institute is undertaking. So we already have 3 town hall till the time I came in last 9 months. We have this employee compendium that will be going to be released very soon. The CSIR headquarters administration, joint secretary admin, as well as the joint secretary finance also have visited, and they not only visited just for the routine discussion with our employees, but they visited many of our R&D facilities. So they are excited to see that kind of research that we have been doing for last several years. This is the visit of the joint secretary FA and CMD cell. So in this Platinum Jubilee, another thing that we have achieved to implement international standard safety guidelines and norms in CGCRI, which attracted the attention of DG CSIR, and she made me the coordinating director of all the CSIR, and we have drafted the CSIR safety manual for the first time in its history, and that safety manual will be implemented and safety norms will be implemented across CSIR now. So this was also, I presented the safety manual before DG and all the lab directors in a recently concluded directors conference. So strategic planning initiatives, many of them I have already mentioned, but some of the things that I would like to mention it very clearly is the Enable Accreditation Digital Testing Facility Portal, Standing Publication Ethics and Scientific Vigilance Committee, Facility Audit and Space Audit Committee, Women in Science, Technology and Innovation, and Lab Strategy Group, and regular review of large programs. So as I close that slide-based presentation, I want, and this would be reality very soon, the CGCRI will emerge as a very, very significant national hub of ceramics and glass by collaborating more with that sister labs, CSIR sister labs, strategic sectors, our continuous partners, companies, as well as the testing and certification bodies, and so on. So at the same time, we have also initiated new interactions with our international research labs with similar mandate. For example, Fraunhofer Institute in Germany, IKTS in Dresden. So these kind of institutes have exactly similar mandates like our CSIR-CGCRI. We have already started our dialogues, and hopefully it will lead to some meaningful collaboration within the CSIR guidelines and so on. Right, so this book also will be released pretty soon, I mean just after half an hour or 1 hour in this auditorium. And this book is the kaleidoscope of eras of CSIR-CGCRI, 75 years of innovations in glasses and ceramics. As I conclude my presentation, let me share a few thoughts from the heart. For India to achieve its ambitious goal of becoming a leader in innovation, the frontiers of science and the potential of science and technology workforce must advance hand in hand. CSIR-CGCRI, with its proud legacy and forward-looking vision, is determined to play a pivotal role in this journey where fundamental discoveries are not confined to laboratories, but translated into manufacturing and commercialization for societal benefit. Our mission is clear. And the mission is to take India an international leader in the field of ceramics and glass technologies. This can be achieved only through strategic planning, leading by example, and streamlining the process of innovation and commercialization. In doing so, we'll not only serve the industry and national priorities, but also create a sustainable and globally competitive ecosystem for future generations. Victor Hugo once said, nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. CGCRI is such an idea, conceived in the dawn of independence, nurtured through decades of changes, and now signing as a symbol of India's aspirations. As we celebrate this Platinum Jubilee, we honor the dedication of our scientists, the trust of our partners, and the dreams of our nation. CGCRI will continue to inspire, innovate, and illuminate, lighting India's path towards Vikshit Bharat 2047. Most of us present here today will not be part of world's largest public-funded R&D organization during India at 2047, but I sincerely hope the younger pillars of CGCRI will rededicate themselves to science, to innovation, and to the service of a great nation while translating our dreams that I presented today. Sri Ravi Shankar mentioned once, when celebration becomes service, there is no guilt. And when service becomes celebration, there is no pride. আজ CGCRI যে উচ্চতায় পৌঁছেছে তা আপনাদের অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম এবং মেধার ফল, আপনাদের অবদান আমরা গভীর শ্রদ্ধার সঙ্গে স্মরণ করি। আগামী দিনে আপনাদের পরামর্শ আশীর্বাদ আমাদের পথপ্রদর্শক হয়ে থাকবে। আসুন আমরা একসঙ্গে এই স্বপ্ন দেখি যে ভারত 2047 সালে হবে এক উন্নত, আত্মনির্ভর এবং নেতৃত্বশীল দেশ, আর CGCRI হবে সেই অভিযাত্রার অগ্রদূত। I close my address to express my sincere gratitude to CSIR leadership, DG Madam, and hope to receive even more support in the decades to come. I am also grateful to my parents and my wife and extended family members for the tremendous support. I once again thank each of the current employees as well as the Platinum Jubilee Committee members for extending full support to make it a grand success. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.